Alright, this is another Andy Vinyl Din video. I just did a video on his Tales from the Dead wax. Still have to read it. I just made that last video like 30 seconds ago. So here's another one. This is a contest. 777, Andy's Vinyl Din. Stay tuned. So Andy just hit 777 subscribers. I just checked his YouTube account and it said 779, so congrats on the 2 more. But 777, that is so awesome. I think I'm at like 292 or whatever, but I've come and gone, so it is what it is. I don't care. I don't do this for subscribers. I do it because it's fun. And your contest is make a mixtape. So actually, since I do have your return address, I thought what would be even better to do than all the bands that I rattle off today and tell you why they're going to be on my mixtape. I am going to make you that mixtape and send it to you. Just because, what's the use of, I don't know, talking about a bunch of bands unless you want to do something about it. So I'm going to send you a mixtape. It's not going to be this one. This one's old, and I think this is actually one my brother made back in 95 or 95-ish. So anyway, I've been getting into desert rock lately. I'm not like a purist. I don't go way, way, way back. I've seen some concerts at the desert venue, Pappy's and Harriet's, and there's a bunch of cool bands out there. They're not mainstream. They do their own stuff. They do whatever they want. Also, I watched this documentary, I think it was on Amazon or HBO or whatever, and it was about the low desert rock and how in the late 80s, early 90s, there was nothing to do in the Palm Desert area. So what would they do? They would get generators and they would go around and find just abandoned places and just have a huge frickin' party. It's just amazing. Like, they needed something to do, so they went and did it. Instead of driving to LA to clubs where it's crowded, they just found a place out in the middle of the desert, threw up a generator, made a shit stage or whatever, plugged in some mics, some amps, and just rocked. And so anyway, this sort of inspired me. Mixtape, desert rock / stoner rock, probably more so desert rock than stoner rock. So anyway, I've actually made a Spotify playlist so that I can actually play a couple of just the intro tunes for you or whatever. So number one, since I'm a big Queens of the Stone Age fan, and they started out in the desert scene, Josh was in a band called Caius. I don't have any Caius on this list, but I have a couple of people that might have inspired Josh Homme, and that is Chris Goss, and this one is Sitting on Top of the World. This is actually from the Sons of Anarchy soundtrack, and it's just a great, he's like the godfather of desert rock. He produces a ton of desert rock bands, and he does his own stuff. He's also played with Ginger Baker from Cream. He's just a great musician and a pretty decent guy to talk to as well. So that's Sitting on Top of the World. That's the Cream cover, but it's totally different. I'll play a little snippet. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's dirty, it's grungy, it's awesome. Fast forward it a bit. Anyway, Chris Goss, that's going on the mixtape. Another one is Earthlings. Dave Ketchings was in a band called Earthlings. He's also in a band, Eagles of Death Metal. He's in several bands, Mojave Lords. There's actually quite a few of Dave Ketching on this particular mixtape or whatever. So I've got Earthlings, and this one's called Stun Gun. It's a little bit weird, but it's got a cool little grunge riff to it. Just one of those, you know, sit in the sun and rock out, you know? It's really cool. So, that's the Earthlings. That's with Dave Ketchings. The next one goes way back a little bit, and that's Fatso Jetson. The lead singer, or the guitarist of Fatso Jetson, Mario, he sort of helped the whole desert scene. He used to provide a lot of the generators as well as he's an excellent guitar player. If you ever get a chance to see him live or watch a YouTube video with him in it, that guy can wail, and he's just awesome. But anyway, this is Fatso Jetson, Light Yourself on Fire. So yeah, the reason why they're on there is because they were a big part in at least the beginning scenes of desert rock. Now, so what are we on? That's 3. 4, I'm going to go jump off a loop and throw on some Mastodon, because Mastodon's actually considered desert rock or stoner rock. So Precious Stones from their new album. To me, this band is just amazing. They are so good. And to me, they belong in the whole desert rock scene. They got the whole feel. They've got the same feel. They've got the same vibe. So it's really awesome. Love these guys. And actually, Brent Hines has played out in Pappies and Harriets. Only he's played with Eagles of Death Metal, which is another desert rock band. I don't have Eagles of Death Metal on this playlist, which is a huge surprise. I should have. But odds are your mixtape's going to be 90 minutes, so I might throw in some other stuff in there. I'm just going to do 10 for 10 here. So that's, what is that, 4? Mastodon? They're just really good and some talented individuals. Spawning from Gone Is Gone, or Mastodon, Gone Is Gone is another band with Troy from, well, there's 2 Troys. There's Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age, and then there's Troy, I forgot his last name, from Mastodon. And I put on Echolocation. I've seen Troy also out in Pappies and Harriets. He played with a band called Sweethead, which I'll get into later because they're actually going to be on this mixtape as well. So number 5, Echolocation, I feel like they belong on there because they also have the vibe of desert rock. Although I don't believe that they're actually considered desert rock, I feel like if I'm on the way to the desert, I'm listening to these guys. So again, this is Echolocation from Gone Is Gone. This is going to be on your mixtape. And now I'll also say that the songs that I say in this particular order, it's not going to be the order that's on the mixtape. But these songs will be on the mixtape. It's just melodic vocals and some awesome guitar. I love Gone Is Gone. They're awesome. They're one of my new favorite bands. Last year, actually, that was my first LP of 2017. Was Gone Is Gone Echolocation. So that's what, 5. So 6. These guys come straight from the desert. They've actually got their own brand of mezcal coming out, Rancho de la Luna Mezcal. The lead singer, Bingo Richie, he is the one that started the tequila thing, which is supposed to be coming out soon, or the mezcal. So this song is called Microwave Me Baby. They record at Rancho de la Luna in Joshua Tree, and they're just the epitome of desert rock. They're so good. I've seen them live probably like 3 or 4 times now, and every time they just blow me away. A live show is so much different than just a CD or an LP. But anyway, Mojave Lords, Microwave Me Baby is going to be on this. Then I've got Queens of the Stone Age, 666. Anytime I'm driving through the desert, I'll throw this song on just because it breaks up some of the monotony of driving through nothing. And it's a good listen. 666 from their album Era Vulgaris. So what are we up to now? Was that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So after that one, I'm going to go straight to Sweethead. Sweethead is with Troy Van Leeuwen and Serena Sims. Troy Van Leeuwen was in Gone Is Gone and as well as Queens of the Stone Age. Sweethead played at Pappies and Harriets mid last year. Another awesome band. Or in some ways side project for Troy Van Leeuwen. But they're just great. They came out, I think, back in 09 or 08. never hit mainstream, but still go on tour every once in a while or do a few shows here and there. Then I've got Alan Johannes. He has played guitar with some of the guys from Red Hot Chili Peppers. He knew Hillel Slovak before he passed away. Played guitar with him. Taught Flea how to play the bass. He has been in several bands. He's been in 11. He's toured with Chris Cornell when Chris Cornell came out with his first solo album. He has also toured with Queens of the Stone Age. He's toured with Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. He's been on countless other projects. He's currently touring under the Alan Johannes Trio. He has also played out in the desert at Pappy's and Harriet's, and that guy just rocks. He can play anything. You could throw anything at him and he will play it. He's that good. And wow, this video is getting long. I apologize for me rambling, but he belongs in the desert rock category because he is the man, and he's played in the desert. I know that doesn't make it so that you're ultimately desert rock, but to me he reminds me of the desert. So that is I'm putting on this one on there as well from his album Spark. Kind of melancholy and whatnot, but it's just a great song. His signature is his cigar box guitar, which I've seen him take that around at least 3 or 4 different times. Personally, I mean, I know he takes it around quite frequently. So what are we at now? Is that 7? 1, 2, I keep losing count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so that's 9. So number 10. Number 10, I am throwing in Reptiles with Them Crooked Vultures. That is Foo Fighters mixed with Zeppelin, mixed with Queens of the Stone Age. John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin plays the bass with Them Crooked Vultures. Alan Johannes also plays guitar with Them Crooked Vultures. Dave Grohl plays drums from Foo Fighters on Them Crooked Vultures. And Joshua Homme plays guitar and vocals. And this song is called Reptiles from their only album. My camera automatically stopped recording, so that was the cut. So anyway, this is Reptiles from Them Crooked Vultures. Really good. I mean, these are songs that I will, this playlist anyway, I will listen to if I'm driving through the desert. There's also some other songs on here. Sucker from Enemy, which is another Troy Van Leeuwen side project right after or during his time with A Perfect Circle. And also Dave Ketching's solo album I'm putting on, Ghost Stories, just because it rocks as well. So anyway, that is my mixtape. Later on this week, I will get this mixtape made and I will get this sent out to you. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you do a video on it. Let me know what you think. And also congrats on the 777 subscribers. That is really awesome. I look forward to seeing all your contest videos up. And also look forward to issue number 2 on Tales from the Dead Wax. So anyway, this is Captain Handlebar saying catch you on the B-sides, and I will see you later.